The Denver Bulls are taking on the Colorado Cutthroats in the Denver NABA 25 Wood AA League. Top of the first leadoff batter is Rock for the Bulls, and he gets a single. That brings up Melton, second batter. And he will ground the ball in for a hit. Gets through the defense. The runners at first and second, no outs. Brings up Horlbeck. Horlbeck will hit it, and the Cutthroats try to turn the double play, but Graham Bond overthrows first base, which scores Rock to make it 1-0. Now we move to the top of the third. With one out, Rock is again up, and he will hit it down the line for a double. That brings up Melton. And he'll hit this one for a base hit to put runners on the corners. Horlbeck is now up again. And he will hit this ball to center field. It'll be caught. And Rock will tag to score to make it 2-0 Bulls in the top of the third. Now we go to the bottom of the third. Kellen Seraph hits this one deep to the wall, but just short, midway up the fence. He goes for a double. Cutthroats don't score. Next inning, bottom of the fourth, Kyle Newman is leading off for the Cutthroats. And he hits this ball for a base hit. Brings up John Hall. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And his ball will drop. So Cutthroats at first and second with no outs. That brings up Ken Reichelt. Ken will hit a liner to left. That'll bring in Newman. And Reichelt's out at second. Jimmy Harold will strike out to make it 2 outs. Brings up Mark Link. He's 0 for 1. And he hits this ball well, and he will trot in for second for the double. Scores Holly from third. Now 2-2. Move to the bottom of the fifth. Kellen Seraph again up to bat. And he hits this one down the third base line, and it will not be fielded, and he'll get his second double of the game as he trots into second. Cutthroats don't score in the bottom of the fifth. We now go to the top of the sixth. With 2 outs, Tant is up, 6th batter in the lineup, and he hits a base hit for the single. Brings up Borland. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And his ball will get through for a base hit. So the Bulls now 2 runners on with 2 outs. That brings up Carlisle. Carlisle's 1 for 2. And Carlisle will pop this one up to shortstop. Bond is under it, but he drops it. And that scores Tant. Rewinkle is now up. And he'll drive this one for a base hit, scoring Borland to make this game 4-2. And that's all they would score that inning. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Newman again leading it off, and he gets another base hit. John Holly will hit a line drive to center field, but this ball is caught. That brings up Ken Reichelt. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. And he hits this one well into the gap. And Newman will stop at third. Reichelt will trot him for the double. That brings up Jimmy Harold. He's 0 for 2. And he will hit this one to center field. It's caught. It'll score Kyle from third. Brings up Link will get walked, get on the base. Brings up Zach Scott. Scott is 1 for 2 on the game, and this will go in for a hit. And then that'll score Reichelt, and Link will be safe at third. So now we are tied up at 4. And Kellen Flahive will strike out. Kellen Sreff will strike out. Top of the 7th now. Rock is leading it off again for the Bulls. Brand new ball game. Zach Scott still pitching for the Cutthroats. And that ball is called safe. It sure looked like the ball beat him there at first, but the umpire called him safe. Brings up Melton. And he will get another base hit. That is his 3rd hit of the game. So first and second for the Bulls. That brings up Horlbeck, the 3rd batter. Or Horlbeck. This ball's hit. Cutthroats try to turn 2. And that ball looked like it beat him. Beat at first base too, but the umpire calls this another safe, and that will score the run on the fielder's choice. Stevens now up, and he will get... Oh my gosh. That's Tant. Tant is up. And he'll hit a double. Scores the run. And the umpire calls him safe again, but he changed his call when he realized that everyone on the field knew that he was out. So the Bulls score 3 runs. I'll go to the bottom of the 7th. John Holly will now reach base. And he is thrown out at second trying to steal. This is the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Now Ken Reichelt is up. He's 3 for 3 on the game. And he hits this one to the gap, the right center gap. But he will stay at first. A little gun shy from being thrown out earlier in the game. Brings up Jimmy Harold. He'll hit this to the shortstop. He'll be thrown out. 2 outs now. Mark Link up. He's got 1 hit on the game and 1 walk. And he will hit this one into the gap, which will score Reichelt. And Zach Scott will hit a third. And it's an error overthrow at first base, which will score Link. Makes it 7-6. Now we go to the bottom of the 9th. And Kellen Flahive leads the inning off with a base hit. He's 0 for 3 going to that bat, but now he's 1 for 4. That brings up Sreyas Kirsten. He's 0 for 3. And he will get a walk. So Cutthroats have runners at first and second with no outs. Brings up Graham Bond, leadoff hitter. And Bond will poke this one. And they do the play at second base to get 1 out. That brings up Kyle Newman. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And Newman will strike out. So we've got 2 outs, runners on the corners. That brings up John Holly. And he will hit this to center field. Fly ball. Can of corn. But he drops it. Center fielder drops it. 1 runs in. Here goes Graham Bond. And he scores, and the Cutthroats win the game. The walk-off error, 8-7. Cutthroat of the week goes to Mark Link. He came in to pitch 2 innings and get the win. It's from the plate. He goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run and 1 walk. Cutthroats get their first win of the season.